Hi, everybody. I am going to be talking today about teaching over the summer. So I got my summer gear on. I'm ready to sit out in the sun. And no, I'm ready to talk to you about teaching over the summer. So I am not going to wear this the whole time. So I hope you enjoy my hat. Got this when I went to Cabo San Lucas. How many years ago was that? 19 years, and I still have the hat. And I can't see anything with these on. So anyway, we're going to talk about teaching over the summer today. So let's get started. Oh, and I am specifically talking to, of course, homeschoolers. Although there are some classroom teachers that teach summer school, I'm specifically going to be talking to homeschoolers today. All right. So first of all, the first question you want to think about, am I going to do it? Yes or no? Am I going to teach over the summer or not? And of course, many different ideas pop into our mind when we think about that. So first of all, there are some homeschoolers that opt to do what's called year-round schooling. And so they're able to take longer breaks or more frequent breaks during the school year, but then they continue during the summer. And the advantages of year-round schooling is better retention, and it gives you more flexibility throughout the school year for being able to take flex days or doctor days. Maybe there's days where you just need to take time off. Maybe you're a homeschooler and you do once a month cooking. Teaching throughout the summer gives you an opportunity to have flex days like that. All right, so we have year-round schooling as one option for the summer. Then there's the mindset that I'm not going to do any schooling. None whatsoever. So yes or no? Am I to school during the summer? You might say, no way. I am done. I am taking a break. My kids and I need a break. Summer is for fun and adventure and a break from the books. And so maybe that is your mentality. And that's fine. This is wrestling through what are the different ideas and about just teaching during the summer. Are we going to do it? Sometimes we have so many activities or outings or places we want to go or trips we want to make that it just seems like it's, we're just too busy to have any kind of a regular lesson. And frankly, mom needs some time off. I just frankly need to regroup. I'm exhausted from my school year, and I want some time to regroup. And so, that's an idea also. Okay, just no schooling. We're just going to be a family and hang out together. Okay, now another idea is partial schooling. And this is kind of what I recommend, but, we're talking about, I'm not an expert on, how you should run your school or your family. I'm giving you my suggestions based on 19 years of homeschooling with my kids and how it played out with me. Things that I wish I'd done better, things that I did well, and I'm like, yeah, this is the way you should do it, or at least the way it worked well for us. Okay, so partial schooling is what I actually recommend. So it's kind of a mix between the two. So the advantage, again, is better retention. If you're doing a little bit, throughout the summer, off and on even, maybe not every single day, but just a little bit, and you're still dabbling in some of the skills that you've been building, then you're going to have better retention and you're going to be ready to get up and going at the beginning of the school year. One of the things about partial schooling during the summer is that it provides some structure during the day. You can have a little designated time. Maybe it's just an hour. Maybe it's just half an hour where you're going to just work on some skills, some lessons that you felt maybe were too rushed during the school year. Maybe because of the weather and how nice it is and some of the places you get to go, maybe you're going to be able to do some out-of-the-box schooling, some lessons that you maybe not were able to do during the school year. So that's an idea too. So let me talk more about what I mean by structure. Okay, in the book of Proverbs, it says, discipline your children and they will give you peace. They will bring you the delights you desire. Now that's the NIV version of that passage. But what I found with my children was that when I had no plan for the day, and I'm talking about when they were younger, when there was no plan for the day, and it was just a go do whatever you want, we had problems in the household that day. Now you'd think if they had freedom to do whatever they wanted, that they'd be happy and content, but that's really not how it works with kids, because kids thrive on structure. And kids thrive on the security that some kind of a routine, some kind of structure provides for them. So let me go back to that passage. It says, discipline your children. Now, a lot of times we think discipline means punishment, maybe whatever punishment you have, we think of that as discipline. That's a form of discipline. That's part of discipline, possibly, but that's not actually what discipline is all about. Discipline is training, activity, exercise, or regimen that developed or improves a skill. So discipline is helping to continue to develop our children and prepare them for what life has for them. And so there are things that we can do in the summer that help continue that training process. It's not like we stop to be parents during the summer. It's not like we stop to be teachers just because we're not opening a textbook and looking at a math book or something. Math is all around us. We're going to experience math every time we go to the grocery store. So there's all kinds of things that we can still do. But having some kind of a structured time where we're going to do some lessons, that is very, very helpful. Also, another thing is having some kind of structured time around schooling offers some learning while it gives them a familiar routine. It's like, oh, this is what we're going to do. Maybe you've got some amazing outings planned for the year, and maybe you're just going to start your day with maybe half an hour, 45 minutes of some easy lessons, and then launch into chores for the day, and then maybe you'll have your outings or something like that. So it establishes a routine, and it helps give the kids an idea of where the boundaries are and where the safety net is. And it still leaves flexibility to go do things like go to the zoo or go to the beach or things like that. And maybe you live in a place that's really, really hot and you want to get out first thing in the morning before that gets too hot. Well, then fine, come back and maybe you'll have your scheduled lesson time in the afternoon when it's too hot to be outside. There's just all kinds of ways that you can work it. But the idea is that having a scheduled time, and it doesn't have to be, at 2 o'clock we're going to do this. No, I'm talking about a routine where we know that this is part of our day. We know that this is to be expected. And personally, if I didn't do it first thing in the morning, it didn't happen. So that's what I found worked for me. But you have to find, a routine that works for you. So if you're a traditional homeschooler, meaning, we use textbooks or we have very specific lesson plans and that kind of thing. If you're a very traditional homeschooler, one of the things that summertime offers you is an idea to do a little bit more interest-driven learning and liken it to unschooling. I know there's a lot of people that like unschooling, but if you're a more traditional schooler, then unschooling, meaning you're still working on learning, you're still developing skills with the kids, but that's something that you can think about doing during the summer.